What's up everybody? Today we're going to be going through my car. I'm going to show you a couple things that are done to it. Just the basics. We'll go into a little bit more detail later on. I just wanted to give you guys a quick overview, show you what's done to it. Let's get started. So, 2004 330i 6-speed. It is supercharged. I'll show you that in a minute. Got gutted interior, half cage for now. Just some basic drifting mods in there. Some sweet carbine design wheels. I've got a cool cutout rear bumper that I just did the other day. What else can we talk about? Stock, brakes, everything. I've got an SLR Ultra angle kit. As you can see, wheels poke out real far. Love the poke, hate the flares. Got some sweet eBay flares. eBay headlight lenses and corner lights and stuff. That's why they're all faded. Got an MTech 2 front bumper. This isn't a ZHP, just to let you guys know. I know it might look like it, maybe, sort of. If you're really good at these cars, you might know because the side skirts aren't right and the rear bumper's not right. But it's not a ZHP. Destroyed this bumper, but it's held back together with some sweet carbon fiber makeshift splitters I cut off of the Z4 that I had at work. Got some fake M3 mirrors. They're pretty cool. Well, actually, sorry. Fake E46 M3 mirrors. We can run over here to the E46 M3. That is not mine. Look at that. Pretty cool, huh? Not really. Got a cool click tuning sunroof delete. Drops the sunroof weight from like 65 pounds to 3. Also gives you a ton more headroom. Threw that in there because we're going to get the cage finished here in the next month, I believe. Yeah, I'm dropping it off, I think, a month from today. Gripper rail steering wheel. Really good wheel. I really actually like that wheel. I've had it for 7 years. It has been awesome. It's starting to crack and I got to replace it and put a non-wood wheel in for Pro-Am, but I will hang on to it because I love that thing. It's so cool and classy, and I don't know. It's alright. ISR handbrake with DriftWorks lines. I'll do a whole episode on this handbrake. I've done an episode on how to sort of install a hydro in one of these, but I'll go into a little bit more depth with that. I'll do a little talk about this handbrake. It sucks. Don't buy it. And that's a V1, not a V2, just to clarify. Sweet Sparco Pro 2000 seat. I got this used for like $100. Definitely the best buy for the car, I think. Seat is like 10 of 10, one of the best mods you can do. Got some, I think those are race quip harnesses, yeah, or whatever's cheapest. Fire extinguisher, because one of the drift series I ran required it, but now I need it for Pro-Am, so it worked out. Metal, aluminum, whatever nozzle thingy, so I don't know why. But yeah, the half cage, a little rusty. It's just been unpainted because I was going to get the cage finished. It's just been kind of hectic mid-season. I cut out my rear bumper, I already told you about that, but got a nice little muffler delete. I still have a muffler and resonator just because I don't want it to be too freaking loud. It already is really loud, but definitely didn't want it to sound straight piped. Well, yeah, straight, sure, whatever. It's really loud. Got this sweet jack point. I definitely want to do a video on one of these. They're super easy to make if you can weld. The tubing's cheap. I mean, it is seriously a lifesaver at the track. It makes changing wheels and tires so easy. What else can we talk about? I already told you the interior's gutted. The car still has heat. Please don't get rid of your heat. I don't care if you get rid of your AC, but don't get rid of the heat. Don't be that guy that's stuck on track because your windshield fogged up. Let me pause the video while I pop the hood. Alright, here we are under the hood. I've got a Vortech V3 SI trim supercharger. The kit to put it on is done by VF. It's a pretty decent kit. Their factory tune sucks, at least for MS45 cars. I had a massive hesitation at low RPM, partial throttle, well, partial to heavy throttle actually, and I had to have the car retuned. I actually ended up making about 16 more horsepower, I think. No, 14, sorry. 14 more horsepower with the tune, which was cool. Definitely noticed that bump, but at the same time, still not a lot. I've got 300 wheel horsepower. With the methanol, I have a Snow Performance methanol injection kit. It was like super cheap, maybe like $280, I think. The only thing is it didn't come with a nozzle that I wanted, so I had to spend an extra like $30 on another nozzle. So got that guy. And, oh no, it did come with the nozzle that I wanted. I bought a smaller nozzle because I thought that's what I needed, but anyway, sorry, I might edit this out. Stock cooling system, only upgrade there is a Stewart high performance water pump, lifetime warranty. It's a little pricey, but definitely worth the money. Otherwise, all I've done is replace everything on this cooling system: hoses, expansion tank, water pump, thermostat, radiator. Everything's been replaced. Do it once, forget about it. It's not going to break again. And chances are, if it does, if you buy it from like a dealership or something, it'll be under warranty because they offer parts warranties. I'm going to do a whole episode on that for this car. Let's see. Chase Bay's power steering kit. You definitely want that if you're drifting one of these cars. They're notorious for boiling fluid. I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably already know. Maybe you don't. The stock reservoirs blow fluid out of the caps. They just don't have the cooling that they need. This is the kit that has, I doubt you can see it. Let me see if I can sneak under here. Oh, yeah, I see it. See it right there? It has an inline heatsink. That thing is awesome. Since I installed this kit, I have not boiled fluid once. When you can see the rim of this thing, it is pretty much dry. I mean, there's rubber all over it and fluid from where I've spilled, but it doesn't boil. I don't have any issues with my power steering anymore. Oh, let's see. These are $100 DNA motoring headers. I've had these for about 4 years. Actually, at the last event, I had one of the oxygen sensor bungs break out of the car. This is the dumbest thing I have ever seen in my life. I was mid-run and I just heard a noise that sounded like I threw a rod through the block. And I got scared, shut down, got to the pits, revved the engine, car was running fine. I was like, what the hell? Got under the car and I could see my oxygen sensor hanging down under the skid plate. And I was like, okay, that's cool. And then I saw that the bung was still attached to it. I was like, oh, even cooler. So I had about a $50 size hole in the exhaust for the rest of the event. Set a bunch of lean codes. Rich codes. It was a great time. Otherwise, I mean, I don't really have too much else. The car's on BC coilovers. I mean, if you're going to be drifting, you're going to be on some sort of coilover. Lowering springs will not cut it. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. They're not good for drifting. They're too soft. And I tried once. It was miserable. Just don't do it, okay? Spring rates 10K front, 8K rear. That's my setup. I'm comfortable with that. I know that's probably not a good beginner setup. I'll talk about that in another episode. Stop looking at my license plate, please. I'm gonna get rid of this evap stuff. That'll be a good video because I know a lot of people hate the evap stuff. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, you can. CA tuned control arms for camber adjustment. Right now I've got a 346 in it. 346 diff. Sorry, I should specify. I put a 364 in it from a Z4. Yeah, Z4 2.5. I didn't set pinion preload, blew it up at the last event I did. That's somewhere in, it's right there. Got this sweet fin diff cover. That's half the reason I cut my bumper off, so you can see my cool fin diff cover. I think I'm also going to do a diff cooler, but I'm going to rebuild that in a few weeks. I'll do a video on that because I'm sure a lot of people are going to want to know how to do that. Other than that, I mean, it's a pretty simple setup. Definitely have a good bit of money in it. I bought this car when E46s were actually worth something, so I did pay quite a lot of money for it. It is a fairly rare car. 6-speed non-ZHP 330s they were only produced for 2 years, I think, at least in sedan. I'll do a whole episode on which E46 to buy. Sedan. Little spoiler alert. Sedans are the best. They're the strongest, lightest, but we'll go into a little bit more information on another video. Other than that, let me know what you guys think of the car. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'd be happy to answer them. If you have any ideas for more videos, if there's anything you want to know about the car that I can help you with, or anything you want to know about drifting in E46.